It's that time for book shopping again. I know, I just posted a video of me book shopping, but that was a month ago. The library sale that I love to go to only happens once a month, and this is the very last one of the summer. So I'm going. I have to. It is required that I go. Unfortunately, the bag day, though, is on Monday, and I have work on Monday, so I can't go on Monday. But we're going today. Today's Sunday, which is their half off day, so it'll still be a really good deal, but it just won't be for $10. But that's okay. So, you know the drill. Let's go book shopping. Got the haul. Do a haul when I get home. It was so good today. It is so bright. I can't look at the camera. Okay, let's get home and we will do a haul. I lied. We're not going home. Not yet, at least. I have some errands to run and I want to go to Barnes & Noble. Yeah. I really want to get the Cruel Prince duology. It's The Stolen Heir, and I don't remember the second book. And I'm not sure if Barnes & Noble has it. I think last time I went they did. But I really want to read it. And I think it's only like $10 at Barnes & Noble, so I'm gonna go treat myself. I mean, considering, I guess I haven't told you this yet, but the books that I got sneak peek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books for $11. Normally I go to the bag day where you can fill up the entire bag for $10, but I couldn't go on Monday because I have work. So I'm here on Sunday, which is their half off day. So I was gonna guess about $2 per book. So I don't know how in the world 9 books was $11. They were basically $1 each, and then I just paid $1 to like get in. So that's crazy. So I feel like I can go treat myself to the other books at Barnes & Noble. But yeah, let's go head over there. They only have The Prisoner's Throne in the exclusive edition, and it's a hardcover. Every single other book I have is paperback. Dang it, maybe I'll see if they have it online or something. Well, if they don't have it in paperback, so we're probably gonna have to get that from Amazon. But while we're here, let's just look around. Not gonna buy anything. I'm only buying the stolen air. Keep me accountable. One of my friends has been trying to get me to read Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. That is the most perfect floppy book ever. Anyways, one of my friends has been trying to get me to read Mistborn. Should I read it? I've heard it's a really long series. There's at least 4 here. Bro, I just filmed this entire thing and I actually didn't start filming. So let's do that again. I got the book. Oh my goodness. Like I said, they didn't have The Prisoner's Throne, which is unfortunate. So I'm probably gonna have to just get that off of Amazon. I would normally go to like my local bookstore and support them. But they didn't even have The Stolen Heir, let alone Prisoner's Throne. So, but we got this. And that is it for today's haul. I got 10 books for like $20, which is actually crazy. I guess let me not spoil anything. Let's go home and do a haul. And then also, that this isn't the end of this vlog either. Next week, one of my local bookstores is doing like kind of like those little free library things where you go and you just bring books you don't want anymore, and then you get to take other people's books home. So it's like a little book swap. So I'm so excited for that. I'm gonna go, but that's not like for another week. So you'll see that. I guess you'll see it pretty soon. It'll be a little bit more longer for me. But yeah, let's go home and do a book haul. We're back, and we got the haul. I believe there's 10 books in here. This was actually quite the steal. I think I already said, but I got the first 9 books for $11, and then The Stolen Heir for like $12 or something like that. But yeah, let's go through the books that I got at the library sale. Well, I guess first, The Stolen Heir is on top, and I already kind of talked about this in the car, so we'll go through this one pretty quick. But Stolen Heir, I'm gonna go order The Prisoner's Throne on Amazon right now before I forget, and put that right here so that I remember to do that, because I want to read that series so badly. The Cruel Prince, where is it? It's way up there. I don't think you can see it, but it's literally a 5-star series, and I love it so much. And this takes place, I don't know how long after, 8 years. That was easy. It's literally the first sentence on the back. 8 years after the Battle of the Serpent. I'm not going to read the back anymore because no spoilers. But that's going to be a 5-star. I just know it is going to be a 5-star, and I need to read it immediately. And speaking of The Cruel Prince, Stolen Heir, we have Heart of the Moors by Holly Black. This is a standalone by Holly Black, and I think it's like part of the Disney. Yeah, it's like with Disney. It's about Maleficent and Aurora. I'm not really sure. I didn't even know this book existed until I was looking at the books, and I go, oh, it's by like Black. Let's pull this out, because like the spine's interesting. And then I go, Holly Black. So I'm guessing this is more middle grade. Yeah, this, even like the font and stuff looks middle grade. So it's probably going to be like a 4-star. But Holly Black's writing is so good. If this is anything like The Cruel Prince, I will love this book. So I am so excited for that. Sticker over here. Let's just grab randomly. I don't really know. Oh, here we go. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Bro, I think this was like $1, which is crazy. When I went to that book sale a few months ago, I almost got it there because I got the whole Harry Potter series there, which these are like in brand new condition. They're so nice, but I didn't get it because it was like, I don't know, $6 or $7, and I was like, I don't really know what this even is, but this is $1, so of course I grabbed it. And it's probably going to be in really good condition because it's like, You know how libraries have like that plastic wrap over the entire book? So like it looks kind of banged up, but underneath it's probably really nice. So I'm excited to read this because I've actually never read it. I kind of know the plot is something to do with, I think, Scorpius Malfoy, Draco's son, and then Albus Potter, Harry's son. And it's not like a book. It's like a script because it's like on Broadway and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for that. We'll have to read that pretty soon. And ooh, this one's a good one. The Case for Faith by Lee Strobel. Strobel. Lee Strobel wrote The Case for Christ, which is the title that I've heard of and I've been really wanting to read. But then I saw this one. So I'm guessing this is like kind of a sequel to it. I don't know if you can call it a sequel because it's not like a novel. It's nonfiction. A journalist investigates the toughest objections to Christianity. So I'm excited for this. I want to read more theology books. I have quite a lot on my shelves, and I have not read any recently. Maybe I should do like only reading nonfiction for a week. I feel like that could be fun. But yeah, I've heard he's a really good author. Then Charlie Thorne and the Curse of Cleopatra by Stuart Gibbs. When I was in middle school, I read all of Stuart Gibbs' books. Like, there's literally so many of them. And I think the Charlie Thorne series was my favorite out of all of them. He wrote Spy School, that whole series, then the Charlie Thorne series, and then there's like a zoo animal series. Oh yeah, the Fun Jungle series, the Spy School series, the Moonbase Alpha series, and the Charlie Thorne series. So there's so many books. And I was obsessed with all of them when I was younger. And it is middle grade. So like when I read this again, it's probably not going to be as good as I remember it. But these books are just so nostalgic. So I'm excited to keep finding them and read it eventually. It'll take a while though because there are so many books. This next one's kind of funny because I already own it, but New Moon. It's because my copy right here is kind of beat up, and also it doesn't have the dust jacket. So I found this one with the dust jacket, so now this is going to be my copy, and then I'm going to get rid of this one. Yeah, I just didn't want to like steal the dust jacket, and also it was like $2. So bought that one, and now I can like trade this in for another book or sell it. So yeah, put that over here as a reminder to Lissa on Pango. Yeah, we'll do that. And then Games Untold by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is part of the, what is it called? The Inheritance Games, which I've never read, but I've heard is really good. And I think this is like one of the very last books in the series, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like there's like 4 others in front of this one. Oh, she also wrote The Natural, so I want to read that too. But yeah, I think this was like $1, so of course I grabbed it. And excited to read that series at some point eventually. I like did so good this run. Like literally so many of these books I was looking for. Oh, the Land of Stories, The Ultimate Book Hugger's Guide. This is by Chris Colfer. I read this whole series a few months ago, and it was, I think I gave it like 4-star. It's like a middle grade, like when I read it in middle school. It was so good. And so I have the whole series plus some of the extra books, but I don't have this one. So I grabbed it because it was $1. And also I can read this in like an hour, and then that goes to my reading goal. It's a book, it counts. Oh, it's illustrated. That's pretty. It's giving like an encyclopedia, but for all the characters and places. That's kind of fun. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is another series that I've heard so much about and I really want to read. I think it's a trilogy. It's a little beat up, but it was $1. Excited to read this one. I probably won't read it until I have all the books because I need to read books back to back. Otherwise I forget absolutely everything that happens in them. But this was a cool find. And then last but not least is Rule of Wolves, Leigh Bardugo. This book is so pretty. I think it originally had a dust jacket and it just isn't here anymore, but like it looks like an old dictionary or something. It's so pretty. I think it's a duology, so it's probably going to be hard to find the other one in this same edition, but it's just so pretty. And I haven't read any of her books, and I really want to read them because she has Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows. Yeah, which I've heard all of those are so good. So this is a cool find. So yeah, those were the 10 books I got today. I scored. That was actually so good. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that were like I guess six that were like on my TBR that I wanted to find, and then like a few others, like by like the Polly Black one that like I didn't even know existed, but I'm gonna love that. Or like the theology book, which always will take more of those. And New Moon. I scored. But yeah, I will see you in a few seconds. For you, more like a week for me, for the next book shopping event of the week. See you then. What's up, guys? It's like a week later, and we are here at the little free book swap thing. I brought a whole bunch of books to trade. We'll see how many there are. I think I brought 4 books that I'm getting rid of. Yeah, I'll show you which ones I brought. I probably won't get rid of all of them. We'll see how many books I pick up. I don't know. I'm not sure what to expect of this because I've never been here. But we got the first book of the Land of Story series, The Wishing Well. I already have a copy of that one, so that's an extra one. Then I have the Strawberry Hearts Diner, which I DNF'd, unfortunately. And then these 2 were like really old books that I got like last year. Soot by, I don't even know how to say that. This is, I think, a duology or a trilogy or something. It didn't interest me enough to go buy the other books. So we're getting rid of that one. And then kind of the same thing with this one, Travelers Along the Way. This one's like a Robin Hood retelling, but I don't remember why I DNF'd this one, because that was like last year, but I DNF'd that one. So I have those 4 books, and we'll see what we find. I don't know. It's at this like cute candle shop, so I think we'll also go peek around, see what's up. It's already been going for almost half an hour at this point, so I came a little bit late, so hopefully there's like books there to swap. I don't know, we'll find out. Let's go find out together. Okay, good sign. I just saw a bunch of people walk by with books, so let's go see what they have. And we're back in the car. It's actually so hot outside. It's 105. This is just Arizona heat. But that went a lot better than I expected. There was a good amount of books there. There wasn't a ton. There's probably like maybe 4 tables with like some books on them. And at first there wasn't much. But and also I didn't film much because there was a lot of people and I got scared. So I filmed only a little bit of it. But that's okay, we're getting better at filming in public. But anyways, the first book, actually I got rid of all 4 books. I'm sorry, my train of thought is all over the place right now. I came with 4 books, I'm leaving with 4 new books, so that went pretty well. I at first had only found 3 that I wanted to take home, and then I went back and found something that I'm so excited for, because I was gonna just go to like a free little library and try to get that 4th one replaced, but we got all 4 here. Anyways, let's get to the books that I actually got. The first book that I saw is The Host by Stephanie Meyer. There's a new bonus chapter. Do I have that in my copy? I don't know. Anyways, Stephanie Meyer also wrote the Twilight series, which you're probably familiar with. And I recently read this book like 3 months ago, something like that. And I gave it 5 stars. I really loved it. It's a dystopian novel that takes place in Arizona, which never happens. I never get to see books written like where I'm from. So that was really cool. It's really, really good. I love it. And I almost got it actually. Yeah, at the sale last week there was also a copy, but I was like, this one's like free. So we're gonna take this, and this is gonna go on my shelf of extra copies of books that I love to give to people. So I'm excited about that one. I'm curious about that bonus chapter though. There is an entire bonus chapter in here. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to read that. I'm excited for that. That's so cool. Anyways, on to the next book. Then I saw this book. I'm excited about this one. This is The Tale of Emily Winsnap. This is a middle grade book. It's actually so much smaller than I remember it being. But this is a series, I think like 6 books or something like that. But I was obsessed with these books in middle school. And it's so tiny. It's not even... It's like barely 200 pages. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm gonna read this and be like, it's not as good as I remember it to be. But this is so nostalgic. And it's a pretty good copy, and it was free. So I grabbed it. And then it took me a while to find the next book that I wanted. But I saw this book, All the Light We Cannot See. This is probably the third or fourth time I've seen this book, like in a thrift store or like at the library sale. And I've always contemplated getting it. So this time I just got it. And honestly, I know nothing about it other than I've seen it so many freaking times that I just got it. Oh my gosh. This book. I think it's a historical fiction. It looks like it's set in Paris. Whoa, that looks interesting. Okay, so it's another World War II book set in Paris. This is the third one that I have. But this one sounds really interesting. Looks like when the main character is 6, she goes blind, and her father builds her a perfect miniature of their neighborhood so that she can memorize it by touch and navigate her way home. That's really sweet. And then when she's 12, the Nazis occupy Paris. So, that's great. So, I'll probably like this. At least a 4-star, maybe a 5. We'll see. I feel like historical fiction is very hit or miss for me, but I've been seeing this book everywhere, so I got it. And then I just kept walking around, and there was just nothing I was interested in. I mean, there was Paper Towns by John Green, and I almost grabbed that one, but I know nothing about it, and I read the back, and it didn't really seem interesting to me. And so I went inside and like looked around a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm here. Let's go back one more time. And then I walk over there, and what do I see? A brand new copy of Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. This book is gorgeous. Look at the sprayed edges. They're literally gold. I've heard so many good things about this book. I'm pretty sure it's a duology, and it's a fantasy series. And basically, I guess I'll just read the cover. It says, they loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes. They've killed each other in every one. Like, they're destined to be, I think, like, soulmates, but also they're destined to, like, kill each other. So I don't know how this works, but this is beautiful. It's literally a brand new copy. Wait. Take off the dust jacket. Maybe that's all love is in the end. An endless tempting of fate. Look how pretty this book is. I think this was worth it just for this. I mean, maybe I'm hyping it up too much in my mind because I don't know much about this. But lately I've been loving fantasy, and I'm so excited for this. Hey guys, future me here. And yes, my microphone is clipped to the book. But I looked up Our Infinite Fates, and I guess it is actually a standalone, which is awesome because it's so hard to find fantasy standalones. And so now I can just read this book and not have to buy a sequel or anything. And also, it came out like 2 months ago. This was actually a crazy find. Anyways, back to the video. But that was a great haul. Honestly, I'm really excited. We got 1 5-star to give to somebody, 1 nostalgic read, 1 random book that is popping up everywhere, and then a fantasy that I'm really excited for. So that was awesome. I really hope they do stuff like this again. I don't think I really explained what this was actually, but it's one of my local bookstores, which I love so much. They're awesome. They put on this, like, it's basically a free little library, but like everybody goes at the same time. As I was walking around, people would be trading books, so there'd be more books to look at, and it was so much fun. There were so many like bookish girlies there, and I didn't talk to anybody because I am so socially awkward. It was so much fun. Everybody was like chatting about their favorite books, so I really hope they do something like that again because that was really fun, and I got 4 pretty much brand new books out of it, so let's go. And yeah, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks so much for coming along book shopping with me. I got so many good books this week. That's actually crazy. I still haven't gotten, The Prisoner's Throne in the mail. It's like taking 2 weeks to come in. I'm very spoiled by Amazon, so that's unfortunate. So I don't have those books that I ordered off of Amazon yet. But yeah, 4 books today, an entire bag, like 10 books last week. I think I'm set for like the next month or 2 for a while. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you later. I'm gonna turn the AC back on because I am dying in here. See you next time. That's so much better. Arizona heat is really something.